Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope we're doing great today. Happy Thursday. We've got 9 matchups on this NBA slate today, so be sure to like and subscribe. Check out all my betting links in the description below to get in on the action. Go ahead, turn on those notification bells. And yeah, be sure to hop in my premium Discord, guys, in the link in the description. Love to have you guys be a part of the team there, posting all my plays in there every day. And yeah, we'll hop in it. Pretty big size slate today, starting with the Portland Trailblazers versus the Cleveland Cavaliers. Cavs opening up as an 11.5 point home favorite with the over-under at 218. Portland coming into this matchup 5-12. The Cavs 10-8. Head-to-head Cleveland 6-4 in the last 10 head-to-head meetings. Don't see any major injuries in this matchup here. Portland coming off a Pacers win. They did lose to Cleveland 109-95 in their last meeting. Cleveland on a 2-game winning streak, coming off a big Atlanta win. Portland 0-5 covering against Cleveland. 0-5 straight up against Cleveland. They haven't been good against Cleveland here. 2-7 on the road against the Cavs. And I like the Cavs here. They did beat them by double digits in their last meeting. And the Cavs are playing pretty well right now. And I think I'll take a shot with the Cavs minus 11.5 and money line at home. Next matchup, we got the Charlotte Hornets versus the Brooklyn Nets. Nets opening up as an 8-point home favorite with the over-under at 225. Hornets coming into this matchup 5-11. Brooklyn 9-8. Head-to-head, Brooklyn 8-2 in the last 10 head-to-head meetings. The main injury news here, no LaMelo Ball. That's really the only injury news here. Charlotte coming off a bad Knicks loss, 115-91. Nets, they're on a quiet little 3-game winning streak. Playing well during this little run they're on, coming off a big Toronto win, 115-103. Charlotte, 0-5 against the Nets. 1-4 covering against the Nets. And I like Brooklyn here. They're 7-1 covering at home, where they've played very well. And without LaMelo Ball, I think it's going to be tough for the Hornets to churn out some wins. And Nets are playing well. I'll take a shot with Nets minus 8 money line at home. Next matchup, we got the Detroit Pistons versus the New York Knicks. Knicks opening up as a 13.5 point home favorite with the over-under at 218.5. Detroit coming into this matchup 2-16. The Knicks 10-7. Head-to-head, Knicks are 10-0. I mean, they've been dominating Detroit. I don't see any injuries here. Detroit still hasn't won in November. This is their last chance to get a win in November. Coming off a bad loss yesterday against the Lakers, 133-107. Knicks coming off a big Charlotte win, 115-91. Yeah, Detroit 0-5 on the road against the Knicks. 110-1 covering against the Knicks. They've been very bad against New York here. I just don't think they're going to get a win on the road. And, they've been getting blown out a lot of games. So I think I'll still take a shot with. It's hard to back the Pistons plus any points. It just really is. So I would take a shot with Knicks minus 13.5 and money line at home. Next matchup, we got the Indiana Pacers versus the Miami Heat. Heat opening up as a 2-point home favorite with the over-under at 238.5. Pacers coming into this matchup 9-7. The Heat 10-8. Head-to-head, Miami 2-1 in the last 3 head-to-head meetings. Jimmy Butler's questionable. Remember, he did miss last game, so be sure to check his status if he does play or not. Pacers coming off a Portland loss. Miami on a 3-game losing streak, coming off a Bucks loss. Pacers are just 6-12 against Miami. If Jimmy Butler plays, I like the Heat at home here. But if Jimmy Butler's out, I'm going to take a shot with the Pacers +2 on the road. So this is a matchup. Be sure to monitor Jimmy's status. Next matchup, we got the Atlanta Hawks versus the San Antonio Spurs. Hawks opening up as a 7.5 point road favorite with the over-under at 246.5. Hawks coming into this matchup 8-9. The Spurs 3-14. Head-to-head, Spurs are 2-1 in the last 3 head-to-head meetings. Atlanta on a 2-game losing streak, coming off a Cleveland loss. Spurs, I mean, they haven't won a game. I mean, they're on a 10-game losing streak and might be higher, but they've lost their last 10 games. They're playing very bad. Atlanta 6-3 covering against the Spurs. I just don't trust the Spurs team. They're 0-7 at home. Bad losing streak they're on. A lot of their losses have been double digits. They've had a couple close ones here, but yeah, I think I would take a shot with the Hawks minus 7.5 and money line on the road. Next matchup, we've got the Los Angeles Lakers versus the Oklahoma City Thunder. Thunder opening up as a 5.5 point home favorite with the over-under at 233.5. Lakers coming into this matchup 11-8. The Thunder 11-6. Head-to-head, Lakers are 7-3 in the last 10 head-to-head meetings. Remember, Lakers are coming off a back-to-back, so we'll see if there's any resting between Anthony Davis or LeBron James. No injuries for OKC here. Lakers coming off that 133-107 win against Detroit yesterday. OKC on a 2-game losing streak right now, coming off a Minnesota loss. Lakers, they're 4-1 against the Thunder, 4-1 covering against the Thunder here. And yeah, for me, as long as LeBron and AD are playing here, I'm going to take the 5.5 points with the Lakers on the road. Next matchup, we got the Milwaukee Bucks versus the Chicago Bulls. Bucks opening up as an 8-point road favorite with the over-under at 227.5. Bucks coming into this matchup 13-5. The Bulls 5-14. Head-to-head, Bucks are 7-3 in the last 10 head-to-head meetings. Don't see any major injuries. DeMar DeRozan and Zach LaVine are both questionable, so be sure to check both of their statuses. Bucks on a 3-game winning streak, coming off a big Miami win. They're 8-2 in their last 10. Bulls, they're on a 5-game losing streak, coming off a Boston loss. They did lose to the Bucks 118-109 in their last meeting. Bucks 16-4 against the Bulls, 14-2 covering on the road against the Bulls. So they've been very good against Chicago. Chicago's just been playing very poorly, and for me, it's hard to back this Bulls team with how bad they've played. And yeah, I'll take the Bucks minus 8 money line on the road. Next matchup, we got the Utah Jazz versus the Minnesota Timberwolves. Minnesota opening up as a 10.5 point home favorite with the over-under at 221.5. Jazz coming into this matchup 6-12. Minnesota 13-4. Head-to-head, Minnesota 2-1 in the last 3 head-to-head meetings. Utah coming off a bad Memphis loss last night, 105-91. Just a disappointing loss for Utah. And then Minnesota coming off a OKC win, 8-2 in their last 10. They're playing great right now. Utah 1-11 on the road. They're horrible on the road. Minnesota great at home, 9-1 at home here. Coming off that horrible loss to the Grizzlies yesterday. I think it's going to be tough. Yeah, I think I'm going to take Minnesota minus 10.5 and money line at home. And then the last matchup, we got the Los Angeles Clippers versus the Golden State Warriors. Warriors opening up as a 5-point home favorite with the over-under at 228. Clippers coming into this matchup 8-9. The Warriors 8-10. Head-to-head, Warriors are 6-4 in the last 10 head-to-head meetings. I don't see any major. Chris Paul is out though for Golden State. And then Gary Payton's out. Clippers coming off a big Sacramento win yesterday. Warriors coming off that tough Sacramento loss. Warriors are 2-8 in their last 10. They just are not playing good right now. We're going to see if Clippers rest anybody, like any of their stars coming off a back-to-back. But if they're not resting their stars here, I'm going to take a shot with the Clippers +5 on the road with how poorly the Warriors are playing right now. That's going to be it for the video. Good luck with your picks and parlays on Thursday. Hope you guys all cash out, and I'll see you guys Friday. Have a good one.